Page 60. Okay. Workbook, page 60. It says life little dilemmas. If I had a problem, circle the correct word to complete each sentence. Then decide each sentence is true or false for you. Write T for true or F for false and correct the false statements. Number 1. If I had a problem, I would talk to my best friend. If I had a problem, it says F. In this example, this person is saying that this information is incorrect, and the correct information is, if I had a problem, I would talk to my aunt Lisa. So let's go for number 2. Number 2 says, I always apologize. What is the correct preposition? About, to, or for? Fabiola is for. And Miguel, what do you have? Miguel says about. And apologize. This apologize for Fabi. I'm gonna underline this one. Let's change the color. That's a little crooked. Okay, it's a little better. So I always apologize about my mistakes. Yes, it's in number. What did I do? Okay. Apologize for Fabi. Thank you. And people who have the hello, who's there? Is that you, Miguel?
I can hear, teacher. It's
You hear?
difficult. The sentence 3?
Yes, sentence 3.
Is 4.
4. Number 4.
Is from.
Is worry about. And number 5. It's with. That's right, Fabiola. It's with. And number 6. forgot about. Okay. Now on this section, you can write your own answers, whatever this is true or false for you. If it's true, you don't have to change anything. But if it's false, you have to rewrite the sentence with correct information. Okay? What do you have for number two, Fabi? And you too, Miguel. Type it in the chat. Tell me what's the correct answer for number two. Miguel? Okay, that's a good one. What about you, Miguel? Miguel? Okay, Fabi, number three. Oh, number five. Number three is true. What about number four? For you, is true. Okay, so I'm gonna do five is five. Oh, that's not it, right? Also number five. Okay, number four is true, and number six. Okay, good. So we can leave it like that. That's perfect. Now let's go for the next part. Remind me about it. Complete the conversations with the words in the box. Ask for, borrow from, buy for, about, and etc. Number one. Where's Marisa? I hope she didn't forget about our party. I know. Let's call her and remind her about it. Number two. Oh no, I forgot my wallet. Can I borrow? Yes. Borrow some money from. Okay. And next, number B. Miguel, worry about. Yes, worry about it. Okay. Number three. Buy for. Buy for. Perfect. And then, why don't you ask for? Can you think of another one? It's a different one. That's okay, Miguel. It's right here. Look, number 3. Or let's begin with number 1. Look, we are in number 1. Look, where's Marisa? I hope she didn't forget about. It's right here, forget about. So that one is completed. Next is, let's call her and remind her about. So we have remind about. It's right here. Okay, Miguel? All right, let's go number 2. Oh no, I forgot my wallet. Can I borrow some money from you for lunch? Here's borrow from. It's right here. Borrow from. So that one is completed. Number 2. To be. Oh, don't worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll get lunch. It's my treat. So we have worry about, and it's right here. Next, do you think I should buy this camera for my sister's birthday? So we have buy for. It's right here. Buy for. Okay. Next, number 3. Why don't you? Fabi says it's asked for, but it's not asked for. Pay for? No, it's not paid for. Okay, it's talked to. Why don't you talk to her about it first? Yes, Fabi? Okay, okay. All right, number 4. Can you $10 Lenny to buy a movie ticket? So we already have this, guys. Talk to is already used. So we have 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which ones go here? Pay it? Pay to? Nope. It's not pay to. Yes, Fabi, it's lend to. It's lend $10 to Lenny to buy a movie ticket. I'm sorry, I can't. I have just enough to pay for. Yes. Pay for. Okay. Number. I'm gonna cancel this one. So we have lend to and pay for. Number 5. I think we're lost. Should we? Yes. Ask someone for directions to the museum. Not yet. I'm sure if I think about. Think about it for a minute. I'll remember how to get it. Perfectly good job. Any questions, guys? Miguel or Fabi? Miguel? Miguel. Okay. Any questions? Yes, ask me, please. Tell me. What's up? You can speak. I can hear everything. Yes, apologize is to say I'm sorry. To say I'm sorry. Yes, that is apologize, okay? Is there another one? Yes, Fabi. Another question? Okay, can we continue? Perfect. So let's go to the student's book, please. So here we have lesson C. If I were you. Okay, we're going to see this. If I were you. Page 80. Yes, Miguel, page 80. It's right here. You can just look at the computer screen and we can work with that. Yes, Fabi. What question? No, don't. It's just the title. If I were you. That's it. So let's continue. Number one, conversation strategy. Guys, when we have this conversation strategy, remember, these are expressions. These are sentences you say when you have a conversation, okay, when you are talking to somebody. And today, we're going to talk about giving advice. What is giving advice? Is this to give a suggestion, a recommendation. That is giving advice. Now, exercise A. What advice would you give in this situation? Complete the answer. Complete the reply. I got into two grad schools. I got a scholarship at one school, but I think the other one is better. Well, if I were you, I'd. Okay. Well, let's look at some pictures so we can come back to this and complete this answer, okay? Come with me, please, to this. Let me see right here. Okay. Do you know what is this? This is the university, right? University. I have another little picture. This little picture right here is moving up. What is moving up? A promotion. When you, what do you mean? Okay. PhD. What is a PhD? Oh, can Miguel, can you please put headphones on like this? Can you put your hands free on? Okay. This is not a graduation. Well, this is just a cap of a graduation. But PhD is a very high degree, okay, like a doctor. Doctor. PhD. What is this? What do you see here on this picture right here? Signs, that's right, they're signs. Miguel, try use one. Try use one of the hands free and let's see what happens. Okay. Yes, Fabi, these are signs, but let's read the signs. One says literature. The other one says management. Next, music, art and design, law, computer science, architecture, mathematics, engineering, medical, economics, biology, physics, business. These are school? Yes. Is for universities. So these are majors. And what is she doing? Is she in high school? She's studying. Now, when you study in the university, you are majoring. Okay? Majoring is to study a major. Yes? She is studying a major. She is majoring. Now, I have this picture right here. What do you see in these pictures? Sweaters, yes. Are they nice and beautiful? Do you like them? Why? Why don't you like them? Miguel, can you hear better? Can you hear? Can you hear me now? Very good. Okay, let's continue. So, Fabi, the sweaters are ugly. Okay, you know, I agree with you. They are not pretty, huh? Yes, a little. They are a little pretty and a little ugly. Okay, so next, this is an activity. What do you call this activity? The verb is dig. Yes, Fabi. But that's a place. It's not the verb. The activity, the action is dig. Okay? Now, what is this? This is an archaeological dig. Okay? And over here we have different countries. Yes? Okay, one more. When you start working in a job, okay, you have this is you and these are your co-workers. Change this. Yes? Here are all the employees, your co-workers and you. So who is he? Well, no. He is the boss. Okay? Yes, the boss. That's what it is. Now, when you are a low-level employee, you're a normal employee, and then you're a supervisor, and then you're a manager, and then you're more. This effect of growing in your job is promotion. Okay? So what we have to take a look at right now is this: university, majors, majoring. I'm gonna erase this one. Okay, so we have the university. In the university, you study. There are majors. In the university, you study the majors, and you're majoring, and you can get a PhD. But there are two levels, or actually, there are three levels. In the universities, okay, the first level you get is a bachelor's degree. Okay? After that, then you get a master's degree. Okay? And after the master's degree, then you get your PhD, which is a doctorate. Yes. So number one, here's a bachelor's. Then is number two, and then is number three. Okay. Now imagine you're in the university. Aunt, aunt is the sister of your mother or the sister of your father. Is your father's or your mother's sister. Now, Miguel, Javi. Oh, we have one more person. Lauren. Hi. I hope you can hear us and be with us. Okay. So imagine we are in the university. You go to the university and they say what major you want to study. What major would you study? Yes, Fabi. Okay, Miguel. You don't like the university. We'll use another example. Yes, Fabi. That's good, Miguel. Yes, yes, it's very good. Ah, thank you, Fabi. I'm sorry, I didn't understand first. Good. So you would study um, to be a teacher. Okay. Is that an easy decision or is that a difficult decision? Yes, it's a difficult decision. And a difficult decision is also another word which is tough. Tough. All right. Difficult is the same as tough. That's why there's always decisions to make, right? In the university or in the workplace or even a gift or clothes for you. Sometimes you have difficult decisions to make. So let's go back to the book. Yes, page 80. Yes, listen. What advice, what recommendation does Nicole give Carlos about grad school? What is grad school? Grad school is the same university, but the part where you study your master's. Okay, so he wants to study his master's degree. It's okay, Miguel. Now, we're going to listen, yes, and we have to listen for the recommendations that Nicole gives Carlos.
Page 80. Lesson C. If I were you. 1. Conversation strategy. Giving advice. A. Now listen. What advice does Nicole give Carlos about grad school?
Hey, I hear you got accepted to grad school.
Yeah, I got into MSU and Bracken Tech.
Congratulations. So, where are you gonna go?
I don't know. I got a full scholarship to Bracken Tech, but I think MSU has a better engineering department.
Well, if I were you, I'd take the scholarship. Then you wouldn't have to borrow any money.
Yeah, that would be great. But it's a tough decision.
Well, Bracken Tech's a good school. I mean, you might want to go there and meet some of the professors.
That'd be good. But then, everybody I know is going to MSU.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. You can make new friends. And anyway, I might go to Bracken next year, you know, if I get accepted.
Really? That would be awesome.
Okay, hold on, Miguel. I'm gonna send you the audio. Okay. I don't have it. Okay. Now let me play it again. Maybe you can hear it again on the second time. Okay.
Page 80. Lesson C. If I were you. 1. Conversation strategy. Giving advice. A. Now listen. What advice does Nicole give Carlos about grad school?
Hey, I hear you got accepted to grad school.
Yeah, I got into MSU and Bracken Tech.
Congratulations. So, where are you gonna go?
I don't know. I got a full scholarship to Bracken Tech, but I think MSU has a better engineering department.
Well, if I were you, I'd take the scholarship. Then you wouldn't have to borrow any money.
Yeah, that would be great. But it's a tough decision.
Well, Bracken Tech's a good school. I mean, you might want to go there and meet some of the professors.
That'd be good. But then, everybody I know is going to MSU.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. You can make new friends. And anyway, I might go to Bracken next year, you know, if I get accepted.
Really? That would be awesome.
Okay. Now, did you hear okay the second time, Miguel? Oh, Miguel is not connected. Ladies, Lauren and Fabi, and Miguel is back. Were you able to listen to the audio? Perfect. Thank you very much, Fabi. What about you, Lauren? Or you, Miguel? Did you hear the audio okay? Well, let's check some other things. Let's go back to the book. So here in the book, we have the conversation design. Hi, Lauren. And let's go for the notice section. Notice how Nicole gives advice to Carlos. She uses expressions like these. Find examples in the conversation. So what is the first expression? If I were you, I'd, or I would, or I wouldn't. Yes? Or you have you might want to, or you could. Now let's look for the expressions right here in the conversation. Yes, Nicole, and I hear you got accepted to grad school. Yeah, I got into MSU and Bracken Tech. So he is going to the university for his master's, his grad school. So she says, congratulations. So where are you going to go? I don't know. I got a full scholarship. Full scholarship. That means the school pays for everything while he studies. So he got a full scholarship to Bracken Tech. But I think MSU has a better engineering department. So he's doubting. He doesn't know what is a better choice. So Nicole says, if I were you, so if she was in his position, if I were you, I'd take the scholarship. Yes? What is after I'd? She says, if I were you, I'd, and then she says something different. Take the scholarship. Yes? That is a verb and a complement. The verb and complement. Let's continue. And you wouldn't have to worry about any money. Okay. Carlos says, yeah, that would be great, but it's a tough decision. Yes, it's a tough decision. Well, Bracken Tech's a good school. I mean, I'm going to choose the color. You might want to, okay? You might want to, that's another expression. And then the complement, the verb with the complement. Go there and meet some of the professors. Yes? Fabi, Miguel, and Lauren? Okay. Lauren? Lauren. Okay. I can't hear you, Lauren. You activate your microphone. You can activate your microphone if you want to.
Yeah.
There you are. Very good. Good now. Let's continue with the story. Carlos says, that'd be good. But then anybody I know is going to MSU. So all his friends are going to the other university. So that's why he's thinking it. That's why it's difficult for him. He wants to go with his friends. So Nicole says, "Oh, I wouldn't worry about that." Okay, another expression. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. And then verb and complement. Worry about that. Okay. You can make new friends. And anyway, I might go to Bracken next year. If I get accepted. Really, that would be awesome. So we have three different expressions in this conversation. So we have one more. Okay. So if I were you, I would or I wouldn't. And with you might want to or you could. Now think of some advice for each problem below and compare it with a partner. Number one of my coworkers just got a promotion, but my boss didn't give me one. What can we say? First, we use an expression. If I were you, I'd, or you might want to. Which one would you use? Maybe. So, what would you do, Miguel? What would you do? We can say here, if I were you, I'd talk to him. Let's write that down. If I were you, comma, I, and then what? What would you do? You don't know? Let's just write a simple sentence. Talk to him or her, depending on what the boss is, if it's a woman or a man. Okay, now let's go for number 2. I wish I weren't majoring in history. What is happening here? We have I wish. I wish I weren't. Okay, majoring in history. This person is studying, majoring in history, a major history. But she says, I wish I weren't. Oh, that's a problem. So I wish I weren't majoring in history because I really don't like it very much. Okay, what can we say? Maybe we can say, you might want to. What would you do? You might want to. This one right here, Miguel. Majoring. Major is in the university. In the university, you study a major. When you study a major, you are majoring. Yes, Lauren?
I think so.
Yes? Okay. Good. So what can we say to this person number 2? For number 2, we can say, you might want to What's next? What would you do? What would you do?
To change of majoring.
Change the major. There, just like that. What do you think? Easy?
Easy.
Okay. Now let's do number 3. My boss wants me to transfer to another city, but I'm not sure I want to. Oh, that's a problem. So what can we say? We can use you could. You could. What can this person do? You could talk to him. Yes, that's a good one. But we have the example talk to him on number 1. So how about we find a different opinion, a different idea? You could, well, not really, because your boss wants you to go. So you can't tell the other person to go. So what can this person say? What can this person do? You could try it for a couple of months. What do you think? You could try it for a couple of months. Now, number 4. I really don't know what to do when I graduate from college. This is a typical one. I don't know what to do when I graduate from college. So, Fabi, what can you tell this person? Now, we already checked if I were you, so this one is checked. Then we use you might want to, so this one is already used. Number 3, you could, it's already used. So let's use I would or I wouldn't. I would, Miguel. I like your opinion. So let's use I would. That's number 4. I would is I'd. I would look for a job. Easy. Yeah, I would look for a job. Fabi, you doing okay, Fabi? You wouldn't worry for it? Okay.
I got
Now, yes, sir? Okay, let's go. Number 5. My aunt gave me this sweater for a gift, but it's not my style. So this person doesn't like the sweater. It's an ugly sweater. So this person says, I'll never wear it. This person. So let's see. We already we use I. So the last one we have is I wouldn't. Okay, so let's use I wouldn't for number 5. Yes, Miguel. Number 5. I wouldn't. And then what, guys? What you wouldn't do? We. Yes, Fabi. I want to hear. I want to see Fabi's opinion. I wouldn't say anything. Nice. I wouldn't say anything. Perfect. I'm gonna put a little closer. I wouldn't say anything. Here. Thank you, Fabi. All right. So better work. Role play 2 of the problems above. Take turns giving advice. So the first thing we have to do is look at these examples that I wrote on this page, and you need to think of a different advice, a different recommendation or suggestion for each one. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is that okay? That would be homework. Okay, we'll check it tomorrow. Yes, Lauren?
Yes,
Lauren.
teacher.
Okay, yes, Miguel? Excellent, Miguel. Thank you very much. And we'll practice tomorrow again. Okay? So let's go to the next page. A strategy plus. That would be. Okay. Now we have a strategy plus. Remember, these strategies are expressions to have a conversation. On the first page, we have conversation strategy. And this is your conversation strategy. Oh, I'm going to change this color. All of this is your conversation strategy. If I were you, I would, I wouldn't. You might want to or you could. Okay, that's your conversation strategy. Right here. All of that, conversation strategy. And then we have a strategy plus. That would be. Okay. That would be. Now let's read. You can use that would be to comment on a possibility or a suggestion. Okay. To comment. To comment is to give a response, an answer to a suggestion, to an advice. So here we have the example. You might want to, remember what is this? You might want to is the conversation strategy, giving advice, giving a recommendation. You might want to go there and meet some of the professors. And he says, that would be, what can I use? That would be good, yes? Because he thinks it's a good idea. Okay, and then she says, I might go to Bracken next year. This is not a conversation strategy. This is just a comment. She is sharing information with him. and he likes this idea. So what does he say? He says, that would be awesome. That means he likes this idea. He's happy with this information. Now, in conversation, right here, we have the most frequent adjectives after that would be. So after the expression that would be are nice, good, great, fun, cool, interesting, kind, wonderful, neat, hard, and awesome. Okay. Now, these are all positive adjectives. They're all good adjectives. That would be nice. It's nice. It's a good comment. That would be good. That would be great. That's perfect. That would be cool, interesting, fine. That would be wonderful, awesome, neat. The exception is hard. Okay? That is an opinion that something would be difficult. Yes? Let's have an example. Imagine a friend tells you, I sorry, I want to work for the government. Okay, that is just a comment. Accept. Now, what can you respond to this person? What can you tell your friend using the conversation strategy plus? That would be awesome. Yes, that would be awesome. Another one? That would be great. That would be nice. Let's just write awesome. I always remember Fabi's word, awesome. Can you say it, Fabi, for me, please? Okay, now let's write another example. Oh, what happened here? I am going to look for a job as a policeman. Now, what would you tell this person? So we have the conversation strategy plus. That would be, that would be good? Yes? Okay, that would be good. Now let's see. If a friend tells you, I'm studying for my bachelor's and master's in only 1 year. Cool. It's okay, Lauren. We're gonna upload the video and you can watch the video later, okay? And as always, you can ask me any questions you want on the WhatsApp group, okay? Now, if a person is telling you that they are going to study bachelor's and master's in only 1 year, what can we say? That would be great. Okay, sure, that would be great, but it's also going to be very difficult. That would be tough. That would be difficult. That would be really, really hard. Okay. Now let's go for the book and for the next exercise. Complete the conversations, then practice with a partner. Number 1. If you could do something really different, what would you do? Well, I'd really like to go on an archaeological dig in Mexico. Really? Wow. That would be? What do you think, guys? What can I write down here? Great, okay. That would be great. Okay. Next, number 2. If you could have any job, what would you do? Something creative. I'd like to be a writer or a musician or something. Yeah? That'd be? That'd be cool? Okay. That'd be great. Yes, that'd be cool. If you could go anywhere on vacation, where would you go? That's easy. I'd go on a safari in Africa. Oh, that would be interesting. Yes, absolutely. And the last one. You would you ever like to get a PhD in something? Yes, maybe one day, but it's impossible right now. I have my job and the kids. I'd have to study at midnight. Oh yeah, that would be hard. Excellent. Any questions? Any questions, guys? Is everything good? Okay, so what we're going to do is go for the next part, exercise 3, speaking and listening. Here's my advice. Read about Tom's dilemma. What advice would you give? Tell the class. So let's see. Lauren, Fabi, and Miguel, read Tom's dilemma. Tom works for a big international company. He has a great job that pays well, but he doesn't really get along with his coworkers. Oh man, that's bad. So he can't have friends. He doesn't get along. But the job pays a lot of money. It pays well. And it's an international company. So what would you tell him? Nope. First, we have this little instruction right here. It says, Tom works for. Read about Tom's dilemma. We have a problem. What advice would you give? How do you give advice? Do you remember how do you give advice? It's right here. Giving advice, to give a suggestion, to give a recommendation. How do you give advice? Well, if I were you, I'd, and then a piece of advice. And how many different expressions do we have for advice? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different expressions. Okay. So right here, what advice would you give? Well, that's the start is easy. You start with Tom. If I were you, then what? Ah, yes, you could be more friendly. Okay. If I were you, what's after I were you? I. I'd be friendlier. Yes, Fabi? Miguel? Okay. Now, what's up, Miguel? No? A different example? Okay. Let's see. If Tom works for a big international company, so you can tell Tom, you could, and then what is the advice? You could buy pizza for everybody and make friends. That better? Well, he works in a big international company. The problem is that he and his coworkers are not very good friends. They don't get along. So this is an advice so he could become friends with his coworkers. This is advice. Buy pizza for everybody and make friends. Yes? Do you think you can make friends with a person that buys pizza? Yes, Fabi says yes. Yes, that's right, sometimes. And that is why we say you could, because maybe this will work. Okay? Miguel, is that good? It's okay. We're going to think of something else. So, next exercise is B. Listen to Tom's conversations with 3 friends and complete the chart. Okay? What is the advice? So here we write advice. Yes, guys? I'm gonna check lines for you. Here, you have to write an advice. How do you write an advice? Do you remember how? If I were you, or you could, yes? So we have to pay attention. We have to listen and see what they say. What is the advice? Remember, complete sentences. So you have to listen for the expression and for the idea. Yes, guys? Miguel?
Page 81. 3. Speaking and listening. Here's my advice. B. Listen to Tom's conversations with 3 friends and complete the chart. 1. Amy.
So, how is work going?
Well, it's okay. I mean, I like my job and everything. It's just, well, I don't know. I don't really like the people that much. They're not really very friendly. No one talks to anybody. It's kind of strange.
Huh, that's too bad. I'd find another job if I were you. It's no fun having a job if you don't like the people. You should start looking around and see what else you can find.
2. Sam.
So the job's not going very well?
Well, it's not really the job. I like the work, but I don't get along with the people very well. I mean, they're not that friendly.
Well, you could ask a couple of your coworkers to go out for lunch one day. If I were you, I'd try that. I mean, it can't hurt. I did that once. You know, I invited a few people to lunch in a place I used to work. It helped me get to know them better.
3. Louisa.
You know, Tom, I was thinking about your job, and I've thought of one thing you might want to do.
You mean about my coworkers?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah, listen, why don't you ask them for advice about something? I mean, everyone loves giving advice, right? I bet you anything they'll try to help. If I were you, I'd give it a try.
The program continues on the next CD.
All right, guys. Now let's share what you have. Yes, Fabi. Find another job? Okay, but what was the expression? If I were you, I would, I wouldn't, you could, or you might want to. Which one is it? Okay. But you think it's find another job. Okay, I'm gonna write that over here. Find another job. Find another job. Miguel, try it again. Miguel, try it again, okay? Number 2 for Sam. What do you have for Sam, Fabi? Or me? You could buy. Okay, so you could buy. Okay, you could buy. That's all you heard. And what about three? What did you hear for three? Miguel, did you hear something, son? Excellent, that's good. So tell me, did you hear something? Some of the answers? Okay, she says ask for help. Okay, so let's see. Ask for help. Okay, let's listen again. Miguel, Javi, let's listen again and check these answers and complete the missing information.
Page 80. Lesson C. If I Page 81. 3. Speaking and listening. Here's my advice. B. Listen to Tom's conversations with 3 friends and complete the chart. 1. Amy.
So, how is work going?
Well, it's okay. I mean, I like my job and everything. It's just, well, I don't know. I don't really like the people that much. They're not really very friendly. No one talks to anybody. It's kind of strange.
Huh, that's too bad. I'd find another job if I were you. It's no fun having a job if you don't like the people. You should start looking around and see what else you can find.
Two. Sam.
So the job's not going very well?
Well, it's not really the job. I like the work, but I don't get along with the people very well. I mean, they're not that friendly.
Well, you could ask a couple of your coworkers to go out for lunch one day. If I were you, I'd try that. I mean, it can't hurt. I did that once. I invited a few people to lunch in a place I used to work. It helped me get to know them better.
3. Louisa.
You know, Tom, I was thinking about your job, and I've thought of one thing you might want to do.
You mean about my coworkers?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah, listen, why don't you ask them for advice about something? I mean, everyone loves giving advice, right? I bet you anything they'll try to help. If I were you, I'd give it a try.
The program continues on the next CD.
All right, guys, let's take a look. Number 1, what expression did you hear? Yes. I would. Or yes. I would find another job. Another job. Okay. Number 2, Sam, you could. You could buy lunch. Yes, you could buy lunch. That's right. Okay. And number 3, Miguel, are you here still? You might. You might. Hmm. Okay. It's okay, Miguel. This is what we have so far. Number one, I would find another job. Number two, you could buy lunch. And number three, Fabiola says you might what? You might. It's incomplete. You might, something is missing. So listen again and let's check. Yes, Fabio. You might want to. Oh, you might want to. You might want to. Okay. Miguel and Fabi, let's check your answers.
Page 81. 3. Speaking and listening. Here's my advice. B. Listen to Tom's conversations with 3 friends and complete the chart. 1. Amy.
So, how is work going?
Well, it's okay. I mean, I like my job and everything. It's just, well, I don't know. I don't really like the people that much. They're not really very friendly. No one talks to anybody. It's kind of strange.
Huh, that's too bad. I'd find another job if I were you. It's no fun having a job if you don't like the people. You should start looking around and see what else you can find.
Two. Sam.
So the job's not going very well?
Well, it's not really the job. I like the work, but I don't get along with the people very well. I mean, they're not that friendly.
Well, you could ask a couple of your coworkers to go out for lunch one day. If I were you, I'd try that. I mean, it can't hurt. I did that once. I invited a few people to lunch in a place I used to work. It helped me get to know them better.
3. Louisa.
You know, Tom, I was thinking about your job, and I thought of one thing you might want to do.
You mean about my coworkers?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah, listen, why don't you ask them for advice about something? I mean, everyone loves giving advice, right? I bet you anything they'll try to help. If I were you, I'd give it a try.
The program continues on the next CD.
Okay, guys. Let's see. What do you have for number one? I would find another job. Is that correct or incorrect? Yes, correct. Number two, you could buy lunch. Is that correct or incorrect? Miguel? You don't know Miguel? Fabi? Yes. He said in many words, you could uh, take a couple of people to lunch. So that is, you could buy lunch for a couple of people. Okay? So that is correct. Yes, Fabi? And what about number three? You might want to ask for help. Is this correct? Incorrect? What is the correct answer? close. It's not help. It is advice, or actually their advice. And that's how they might want to help. They might want to help and get to know them better. Okay? So this is actually correct. Yes, Javi? Yes, Miguel? Now, in your opinions, which is the best advice? Miguel, which one is the best advice? Luisa, number 3? Okay. It's okay, Miguel. For Fabiola, for Fabi, number 3 is the best advice. Can you tell us why, Fabi? Why is this the best advice? And Miguel, for you, what is a better advice than the other? What is good? Find another job, buy lunch, or ask for people? Yes, Miguel. Think about it. The first one, find another job. Okay, for you, this is the best one. Okay, Miguel. Now we have to say why. Miguel, Fabi, why is that the best advice? Fabiola, because help his coworkers. Okay, because if he helped his coworkers, he will have more friends. Is that correct? Let me write that down. If he helped his coworkers, he would have more friends. What do you think, Fabi? What about you, Miguel? Why is number 1 the best one? Hello, Miguel? Because the work is necessary. Good. So let's think about this situation. But it's okay because the work is necessary. Thank you so much. So now let's think about something different. Yes? Look at this. What does it look like? Yes. Now I want to go swimming. What advice can you say? So we can say, if I were you, I good, Miguel. If I were you, I'd go to the park. Excellent advice, my friend. Okay. If I were you, I'd go to the park. Now, we're going to do this. This is friend A, and then we have friend B. Okay. Now, what answer can friend A say? What can he say? What response can he give? If it's a good idea, we say that would be what? That would be cool. Good. Perfect. What if it was a bad idea? What would you say if it was a bad idea? That would be, if it was a bad idea, we can say something like boring. All right. Or not interesting. Or that would be bad. Something like that. Yes, Miguel? Perfect. Do we have any questions? Miguel, any questions? Yes. You have questions? Ask me. What's your question? For today, we're finished, guys. All right. Thank you very much for coming. If you have any questions, please stay and ask me the questions you want. But for now, I'm going to end the video, okay? Homework is the workbook. Let's check it out. Workbook. Lesson. Was this homework? Lesson C. If I were you, okay? So it's page, you can see the page 62 and 63. Yes? Miguel? All right. All right, Miguel, stay please with me so you can ask me the questions you want, but for now, I'm going to finish the video. Okay? Thank you, guys.